NTTV Nightly News.
Senate hopeful James Talarico makes a stop at UNT. Here our interview with him ahead.
New clues in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case could help track down a suspect.
And one of Denton's most popular local festivals is making big changes. I'll explain coming up.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Annie Tomlin.
And I'm Maddie Holston. It was a big political day here on the UNT campus. The primary race for the U.S. Senate seat is drawing national attention.
One reason is the high-profile candidates in both parties. Today, one of the Democrats' state representative, James Talarico, was on campus.
Tonight, we begin our team election coverage with NTTV's George Swoboda and Edison Stewart. George and Edison, what do you have for us?
That's right, guys. What we have tonight is a major moment of political engagement on our campus. Edison and I had the chance to see Talarico speak just a few hours ago at the Eagles Student Services Center. Talarico spoke to a packed auditorium for more than 15 minutes, talking about his resume from flipping a Republican stronghold in Texas's 50th district to capping copays for medical visits. He also spoke about the way politics divide Americans. Afterward, he hit on current events, referring to ICE agents as a secret police force, calling for Homeland Security head Kristi Noem's impeachment and the prosecution of masked agents. Talarico ended the rally with a final message, one of community and of hope.
In the middle of a weekday means you haven't given into hopelessness. And that means the bullies haven't won yet. Because, in the words of Bad Bunny, the only thing more powerful than hate is love.
Once his speech was over, Talarico took photos with Denton community members. Edison, you were able to meet with Talarico just minutes before his speech. Can you talk a little bit about what you learned?
Yeah, that is exactly right, George. I had the chance to speak with Talarico privately before he spoke. He shared his plans to resonate with the student voters, especially here at UNT. Youth engagement plays a vital role in his campaign as we gear up for the primary elections on March 3rd.
Well, I constantly hear young people telling me they're not interested in politics, and I always tell them politics is interested in you. You may not care about politics, but your boss at work, he cares about politics. Your landlord cares about politics. Your insurance company cares about politics. And until you care about politics, they're going to keep using the political system to screw you over. So again, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu, and we need young people to retake this political system and remake it in their own image.
We'll have more on Talarico's visit to campus throughout the week here on North Texas Television.
This is only the first round of political activity here on campus, since both Democrats and Republicans are looking to capture the youth vote in the primaries.
That is right, but of course it's about getting young people to the polls. For more on that, we continue our team coverage with Cameron Shields, who's at the Denton County Election Administration Building. Cameron, what more can you tell us?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. No matter whose ideas or goals you support, it only happens if you vote. And that voting begins next week. Early voting starts Tuesday, February 17th. Where those early votes will be casted is still up in the air. Those voting locations should be revealed later this week. There are more than statewide offices up for grabs in November. This primary will decide who will actually be on that ballot. There are several hotly contested primary races. On the Republican side, a new poll shows Ken Paxton leading incumbent Senator John Cornyn. There is a third challenger in the race, Wesley Hunt, who will likely force a runoff. The winner of that race will face a Democrat, either James Talarico or U.S. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Also on the ballot are contested races in both parties to fill the Texas Attorney General seat since Paxton is running for Senate. One more thing to remember, in a primary, a candidate must win at least 51% of the vote to be declared the winner. Otherwise, a runoff will occur, which will happen in May. NTTV will be covering early voting along with the election that happens three weeks from tonight. For NTTV Nightly News, I'm Cameron Shields.
Thanks, Cameron. Honestly, Annie, it's the perfect weather to go out and vote.
No, I completely agree, Maddie. It feels a little bit more warm and humid today, I noticed.
You're right. Let's check in with our weather anchor, Alex Martinez, to see what tonight will look like. Alex?
I hate to burst your bubble, Maddie. The trend of hot and warm weather is ending today. As you can see here, the current conditions are 65 and feels like 64. The wind is really going to be making it very windy and very cold throughout the day, including throughout the night, because tonight the conditions are going to be 59 and 57. The temperature is going to continue to drop throughout the night and into early morning, because tomorrow morning it's going to be much colder than what we're used to. It's going to be 45 and it's going to feel like 41. And the wind's not going to really be out there, but it's still going to be nice and cold. If any recommendations I have is to wear a nice thick jacket. That's all for me right now. Stay tuned for your weather breakdown. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Alex. After more than 100 days of traveling, a group of Buddhist monks have finally completed their journey across the United States. The monks began their walk for peace from Fort Worth back in October. The walk was to promote awareness of peace, loving kindness, and compassion across America and the world. They walked approximately 2,300 miles, and today they reached their final destination in Washington, D.C. The walk was not easy. One monk lost his leg after a driver crashed into their caravan in Texas. They also traveled through a harsh winter. But the monks gathered support from all over the country and were greeted by a very respectful crowd today at the nation's capital. The Walk for Peace officially ends tomorrow at the Lincoln Memorial.
Up next, a look at new clues in the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
And we'll show you the key evidence that could help identify a suspect.
What's up? Nothing much. I'm really bored. I feel like there's nothing to do.
Are you kidding? The MRTS picture show is happening.
The MRTS what?
Come with me.
Okay.
It's a series of free film screenings right here on campus. And there's free popcorn.
Nice. Thank you.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
There is a stunning new video that could help investigators find the person who kidnapped Savannah Guthrie's mother in Arizona. Today, the FBI released video from Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera. It shows a masked man at her front door the day she vanished in late January. The man appears to tamper with the camera. Investigators are asking anyone who recognizes the man to call the FBI. Guthrie, who is an anchor for NBC's Today Show, says she believes her 84-year-old mom is still alive. It has now been 10 days since Nancy Guthrie disappeared. And in an update to a story we first brought you yesterday, Denton police are asking for your help tracking the activity of a suspected bathroom intruder. Jeremiah Dervaux was arrested last month after police say he exposed himself to a woman in a bathroom at Willis Library here on campus. Police records show he was arrested last year for doing the same thing at TWU. Investigators think there are more victims that haven't spoken up yet. They're asking anyone with information about other incidents to call the Denton County Crime Stoppers. Devereaux is still in jail tonight with a bond set for $5,000.
Top immigration officials testified today before Congress as the future funding for the Department of Homeland Security hangs in the air. Michael Yoshida has the latest from Washington.
Top immigration officials on Capitol Hill.
We sit here today at an inflection point.
Trump's mass deportation campaign has faced a heavy wave of scrutiny following the shooting deaths of 2 U.S. citizens in Minneapolis by federal agents. Questions also raised about the violation of constitutional rights.
DHS personnel are now forcing their way into private homes without a judicial warrant in violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Transparency and communication are needed now more than ever. The department's no-fail mission hangs in the balance.
Officials not commenting about ongoing investigations into officer actions, but did defend their missions and agents.
You won't see ICE agents rolling through the parking lots and just snatching someone up. ICE does intelligence-driven, targeted enforcement operations.
CBP has spent the last year rebuilding what was an intentionally broken border.
Lawmakers pressed on officers wearing body cameras, as well as the training they receive amidst a hiring surge.
If you hired somebody for ICE today, how much training would they receive before they become a full-time agent?
So for a person off the street who has never been a law enforcement officer, they're looking at approximately 3 months of training, sir.
Today's hearing happening as Democrats and Republicans try to reach a deal on potential reforms to the Department of Homeland Security. They have until Friday to pass a bill to fund DHS or face a shutdown that would impact agencies like TSA and FEMA. In Washington, Michael Yoshida reporting.
Annie, how are you feeling now that it's warmed up?
Honestly, I love it. You know, I'm from California, so I love that warm weather.
I totally understand, and you are in luck. I heard it's going to be warmer this week. Let's check in with our weather anchor, Alex Martinez, to see how the forecast is looking. Alex?
Thanks, Maddie. I hate to say it, guys, but Punxsutawney Phil was correct. There is a cold front. He was accurate in his predictions. As you can see here, over in Graham and Bowie, it is 54. Over down here, over in Denton, Decatur, 60s. It's the only area that is still holding on to the heat from this week is down in Dallas. That is the only part in the DFW that is still holding on to that good warm that we all are enjoying after so much cold. I hate to say it, but we're back to that cold front. Especially if you zoom out, we can see the entirety of the Texas area. Over here, you can see Shreveport, Oklahoma, Amarillo, El Paso are all those points of like really intense cold we're experiencing, especially in Amarillo. Is going to be a lot colder than what we have been experiencing for the last couple of weeks. The only places that are still holding on to are closer to the coast, over in Houston, 73 down there. The conditions are going to be quite similar to a cold front we've been seeing, especially going into the week. As you can see here, the high is only going to be on Thursday. It's going to be the only kind of remnants of the heat. But as we go farther into the week, you're going to see a lot more cold, especially overcast conditions, especially on, I hate to say it for all those lovebirds out there, Saturday on Valentine's Day, it is going to be rainy. We will, so make sure to move your plans indoors and make sure you guys could reschedule y'all's dates. That's all from me for your weather breakdown. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. We hope the weather stays nice when the Denton Arts and Jazz Festival returns. The big event will mark the 35th year with some big changes in 2026. NTTV's Isabel Smith is live with the details. Isabel?
Thanks, Maddie. The Denton Arts and Jazz Festival will now be held at the North Texas Fairgrounds for its 35-year celebration. The festival, which has been held at Quakertown Park for decades, cited rising venue costs as a reason for the switch. The nonprofit that puts the festival on calls the return to the fairgrounds a homecoming, as the festival was originally held here in its first year back in 1981. The new venue also comes with new dates. Since 2020, the festival has been held in October, but starting this year will be held in mid-September. The venue promises increased accessibility and amenities for patrons while still remaining free to the public. More information about the festival will be revealed by the nonprofit in the coming months. That's all for me. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Isabel. Continuing on the topic of music, the city of Los Angeles is still buzzing after Bad Bunny's historic Super Bowl halftime show. That's because one of their own appeared on the world stage. The show turned into an idea of celebration, culture, community, and tacos. A replica of Villa's Tacos Los Angeles appeared on the field during Bad Bunny's performance, and by the next day, the line at the real restaurant was out the door.
It's so unreal, you know, like watching him on TV. We had all the family, my mom, the tia, the tios, the nephews.
Last night, it wasn't the
Magical.
exception. It was magical.
One customer said he arrived 4 hours before the restaurant opened yesterday so he could be the first in line, and he said it was well worth the wait.
Coming up, local restaurants are teaming up for a Valentine's Day themed event this week.
And a huge change may be coming to one pro sports team in North Texas.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DatQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DatQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DatQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DatQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Driverless cars are about to be a lot more common in Dallas. Waymo has just entered the final stages of testing before releasing its robo-taxi service to the public. The company says its employees have been studying Dallas roads for the last couple of months without any drivers behind the wheel. These taxis are SUVs that are equipped with multiple sensors. For now, they'll remain off North Texas highways, and instead, they'll only operate around downtown Dallas and Love Field as the systems continue learning local traffic patterns and driver habits. In addition to Dallas, Waymo will also be expanding into Houston, San Antonio, Miami, and Orlando. The company is already operating in Austin and in California, where more than over 100 vehicles are out on the roads.
Now, the idea of a driverless car as a fallback when you've had a little too much to drink may sound like a good idea.
Honestly, Maddie, I know what you mean, but sometimes there is an alternative. Our Amber Rapassi has the story on something else you can try. Amber?
That's right, ladies. While technology like driverless cars aims to reduce accidents, 3 local organizations have joined forces to prove there are safer ways to enjoy a night out, starting with what's in your glass.
Denton community.
Anything that involves the community is always an exciting opportunity for us.
The Bearded Monk and the Chestnut Tree have partnered with Interfaith Ministry.
Letting people know that they're allowed to be here, whoever you are, like come and hang out. That's just the best part about working here.
Ben Easley and Carrie Carruthers and I have known each other for a long time, and any opportunity that we get to come together and do things for the community is a pretty big deal for us.
We're always working with each other
They're just two of my best community partners and have been great friends for years.
Because it's mocktails and tapas as opposed to cocktails and tapas, it provides another opportunity for people who either were doing dry January that could have extended, or they're a part of the sober community, can participate in an event that is cocktail driven without the alcohol based in it in the first place.
Interfaith Ministry provides critical support to individuals and families across the Denton County.
It'd be small plate driven, so Spanish influenced, so we're doing 4 courses. 3 of them are going to be those influenced, and then the 4th is going to be Girl Scout cookies. How much the members of the downtown community give back to each other. I think what Interfaith Ministries does for our community is so under-realized and underutilized. There are things for anyone who needs something.
Just really appreciate our community. Interfaith is driven by and for the community, by the community. And ifmdenton.org, you can go there and make any donation, small, medium, or large.
With purpose at the heart of the evening, it's a reminder that coming together can make a meaningful difference. With NTTV Nightly News, I'm Amber Repassi.
Well, if you're wanting to try a mocktail or spend Valentine's giving back to the community, you can buy your tickets and donate at ifmdenton.org. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Amber. Dallas Mavericks fans have been mourning the loss of forward Luka Doncic from last year. Now, the team may be on the verge of another massive change. Reports say an investor group is trying to partner with the Mavs' old owner, Mark Cuban, to buy back the team. Cuban sold the team to the owners of the Las Vegas Sands Corporation in late 2023. They have not publicly said that they have any interest in selling the team, and Cuban has not yet responded to the reports that he may try and buy the Mavericks back again. All this talk of sports. Annie, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yes, I did. I am the biggest Seahawks fan ever. Put up the graphic.
I'll just have to believe you.
Yeah.
But I was going for my dear friend Tom Brady's team.
Oh, your dear friend?
Yes, we actually did meet him. That's me and my friends after we met Tom Brady.
Wow, very, very nice. Now let's talk sports with our sports anchor, Gabby Pippins. Gabby?
Wow, Maddie, I don't know what I would do if I met Tom Brady, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't feeling too great after Sunday. I'll have a recap of Super Bowl 60, a look at our new Dallas Mavericks, and wait a second, there was a brawl in Charlotte? Stay with us. What was that?
Hey UNT students, looking for creativity and inspiration? The UNT Union Gallery invites you to experience artwork at the art exhibit from your own talented Eagle artists. This free exhibit features a rotating selection of incredible artworks from talented mean green artists. Don't miss your chance to experience creativity up close. Stop by anytime during union hours. Want to hear more from the artist yourself? Join us at the Ask and Eat reception, where you can dive deeper into the creative process and enjoy a good conversation over a bite to eat. Don't miss the latest exhibit at the UNT Union. Immerse yourself in the art and be sure to explore the many other exciting exhibits rotating in throughout the semester.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1 Indie.
Here at KNTU, we have 2 traditional stations, 88.1 Indie and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at MediaNorthTexas.com.
That was pretty good.
Are you looking for a fun club with travel opportunities? Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
The Seattle Seahawks beat the New England Patriots 29-13 Sunday in Super Bowl 60, which may be one of the most interesting Super Bowls in history. New England didn't score until the fourth quarter thanks to Seattle's tough defense. Drake May broke the record for most sacks in the postseason with 26 coming from Sunday. May also threw 2 interceptions, including a 45-yard pick six. The Seahawks kicker Jason Myers was the real star, setting a Super Bowl record for most made kicks in a game with 5. Sam Darnold finished 19 of 38 for 202 yards with a 16-yard touchdown pass to A.J. Barner. This win makes him the only starting quarterback who played for 5 teams prior to the Super Bowl and won. And the Dallas Mavericks are at a 19-33 record ahead of tonight's matchup against the Phoenix Suns. This will be just the second game since Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Dante Exum, and Jaden Hardy were traded to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, Macaulay Branham, and Marvin Bagley. So far, only Bagley and Johnson have officially played as Mavericks, and the rest are expected to debut tonight at 8 o'clock. Fans are the most excited to see Middleton sport the blue and white. He played a pivotal role in the Milwaukee Bucks championship run as a reliable three-point shooter, something the Mavs desperately need. And finally, in case you missed it, 4 players and a coach were ejected from last night's game between the Detroit Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets. In the third quarter, Charlotte's Moussa Diabate fouled Detroit's Jalen Duren as Duren was driving to the basket, and the two got face-to-face. Then Duren hit Diabate, leading to an almost minute-long scuffle that ended with police on the court. Chaos ensued, and Charlotte's Miles Bridges and Detroit's Isaiah Stewart also got involved, leading to all 4 players being ejected. Hornets coach Charles Lee was also ejected in the fourth quarter for arguing a call and having to be held back from an official. The Pistons did end up winning 110-104, and Bridges and Diabate were both unavailable for post-game interviews. That's all I've got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. A place described as the happiest place in Colorado, the Goldens and Golden event had a massive turnout with these beautiful dogs brightening up the community. Photojournalist Mark Zelita has a closer look.
Taking pictures of the dog today.
Honestly, so fun. So many people come up to us saying, hey, so many happy Goldens to look at.
Good girls right here, 100% good girls.
This is Bailey.
And this is Sherman.
We identify as Goldens, we do, yeah.
This is Oliver. He's pretending to be a Golden today, yes. He doesn't fit in very well, though. I think this is like his favorite event, yeah. It's been amazing, it's cool.
This is the first time we've ever been here, but we're gonna come every year.
First time, we traveled from Utah, about an 8-hour drive, but we're enjoying it so far, and great weather today, and can't ask for a better day.
How global, how worldwide this is, and how many people there are from all over the place. If you can't look outside here and just smile, like looking out at this whole array of, thousands and thousands of Goldens and just as happy owners, I don't know what to tell you. It is really one of the best events in the Denver area, I think, in Colorado of the year.
Thanks for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.